Let's have a cup of tea and a little chat. Hello and welcome to the Treasured Page. I'm Melanie and this is our quiet crafting space, and I'm just having a little potter here at my desk, just having a look at some of the papers and deciding on what to do. I've got an idea that I want to do some bright colours. That is the next thing. I think that we will start seeing some opulence, bright colours coming into a mini journal, which I shall hopefully put together very soon. But the ephemera that I've been making recently, which has had more of an autumn feel, so we've had all sorts of little bits like this. I think that they all want to be put down into a journal or a mini journal just to have that autumn feel. The more I think about it, the more colourful I want to go with it. But for now, what I just feel like doing is just having a little play with some scraps and getting my mind around all of the ideas that are whizzing around in my brain. So sometimes I just feel I have so many ideas that I don't know what to do next. And I find that it's easy to just sit down, commit to a very, very simple task. And from there, the ideas start to unravel, uniron themselves. They iron themselves out. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So what I'm doing here is I've just picked up a bunch of scraps. This is just a bit of, I don't even know what it was. It was some sticker folder packaging thing. And what I'm trying to do here is I'm going to take away that folded edge there, just cut that free. And I'm going to stick down some scraps for a base, and then from there I'm going to see where that takes me. So whenever I am just having a moment of complete confusion, I do just like to get a stick glue, get a piece of scrap junk paper and put the glue down. And the second the glue goes down, I feel that I am committing to this little idea here. I've got some spare paper on the desk, so I'm not worried about getting glue anywhere. But I just wanted to have a little something for you to look at while I have a little chat. I think that's really what I'm up to here. So all I'm going to do is just take some scraps, tear them up and start sticking them down. You've seen me do this before, so it's nothing new. But I'm going to start at the top. I thought, oh, here, I've got a bit of book page. So I'm just going to tear down strips of about 1/2 inch. And then if I haven't quite got enough glue, I'll just put another bit up there. So I'm hoping that you'll find the audio is coming out a little bit better, that I'm a bit clearer and not quite so quiet. Let's hope so anyway. I am coming to you from a brand new microphone, which is very exciting. So what I wanted to say was a huge, enormous, great big thank you to the following people that I'm going to read out, because they have helped me to buy a new setup. So we've got a slightly new setup. Look, we can come in and out. Yes, that is a glimpse of the surrounding messy gluey area. And so hopefully I'll be able to come right down and show you the inner workings of the Treasured Page gluey desk. So that's exciting. So this has all come about from the wonderful people supporting me over on Ko-fi. Now, for those of you who don't know what Ko-fi is, or you may have heard of Patreon, and so it's not Patreon, but it's Ko-fi. And it's the new patron, so that doesn't even explain it either. So Ko-fi is a place where creators can go and they can showcase their work in a gallery. They can have a shop and they can have membership and supporters, and it's a landing place for people that want to check you out, see what's going on and be a part of, well, for me, be a part of the Treasured Page. And so that's where I've got information going up. I'm trying to be good about it, putting up my pictures, more detailed pictures than perhaps what you might be able to see here at the end of the video. And they are all up there with the links to the videos so that you'll be able to easily and quickly find. I don't like that, doesn't say anything interesting. You'll be able to easily and quickly find things on the Ko-fi page if you want to refer back to a video. So it's quite fun. And yes, there are members able to join in and be part of the treasured page. You can also have a look and download digital kits that I'm putting up there, and I've got another one which I shall be showing you in a moment. So I want to say thank you to all the supporters over on my Ko-fi page who have reached out and have helped to allow, because I'm fundraising for a better setup here, and I've got now a better microphone, a better overhead camera holder, and we're working on the lighting and we're working on the chair. So I can't show you my long arm that I had before, which went over and held the camera. Honestly, it fell apart. So in the week, the clip broke, and I think in the last couple of videos you could see it was all going a bit wonky. So I had to get the new clip and the new overhead, and now we've got it, and it's much more stable and it's just brilliant. So I'm really, really thankful to everybody who's supported me. So I am going to do a massive shout out to the following ladies. Thank you from the bottom of my heart to Nancy G, Jeanette, Terry, Judy, Tamara, Stephanie, Daly, Suzanne, Sylvie, Amy, Renee, Lydia, Denora, Jennifer, Rhonda, Gail, Susie, Sharon, Tracy, Tink and Honey. Thank you, girls. Thank you so much, because we have been able to bring the treasured page up a notch with the lovely audio that I hope you're enjoying now. And certainly I'm hoping this will come across in a more audible way, a much better way. And what I'm trying to achieve is the podcast as well, to make sure that I can get a better volume there. So for those of you who've been kind enough to go and have a little listen to the podcast, I do apologise for the quiet audio, but I'm hopefully solving that now with the latest setup, so we should be experiencing slightly better audio. I am learning on the fly. It is such a learning curve, I cannot even tell you. But oh dear, now I don't know which way up my script goes. But I'm very, very thankful to all of your wonderful support, and I am going to show you in just a second the little digital that is going up on the Ko-fi site to say thank you to all of you, because it's the wonderful messages that I receive that just make my heart sing as well. They just keep me going, and the encouragement is unreal. It just has been so what I've needed. It's just been so what I've needed this year, just to keep me on track, and I'm really, really grateful. I know I keep saying it, but honestly, I have had a very, very difficult year away from my crafting desk, and I hope to goodness that I can help others through my quiet crafts. So I am just going to snip down the side of this tag tickety thing here. This could be anything. This could be anything that you like. But I quite like the fact that this card started off with rounded corners, so I'm sort of using that idea. All right, so in some very simple steps, we've created a little journaling card. The colours all tie in, and you've got the brown tones, you've got the cream tones, and there is one colour in there which is the green, and that has been brought through, and we might want something green at the top just to make it make sense. However, what I'm going to do is, it's absolutely fine as it is it could be a card or a tag. If we put some writing paper on the back or another sheet of coffee dyed paper or something, that becomes a really interesting journaling card. You could put some extra stamp stickers or embellishments on that, and that would look even better. But as it stands, for a very simple basic idea, it's pretty good. So what I'm going to suggest now is, that's one idea, but let's take it further, and using some scissors and just aiming to be as straight as I can, but I'm not worried if it goes wonky. I'm going to cut it into strips, relatively equal size. Okay, and now we've got 3 strips, so I'm just going to corner round these. And yes, they do look like giant band-aids. So let's have a look and see. You don't have to round the corners at all. You could leave them as straight strips. You could corner round on one side but not the other. Depends how you want to use them. But I shall show you some options. All right, so we've got those. Sort of like popsicle sticks or something of that nature. Okay, so from here we've got 3 of these cards. So let's just take one and have a look at that. Now, I think that is quite cool and nice and simple as it is. I don't think it needs any embellishment to be extra, but you could add, you could back a magazine image, or you could have it with something across. You could do them lots of different ways. You could have some trim across it. If I just show you some ideas, you can see if any of this is interesting. So you could wrap something round it. You could have a stamp on it. Maybe a series of stamps. Or you could keep it really plain. And here I've got some Cosmic Shimmer copper, I think it's furniture paint or something. Anyway, I'm just using a Q-tip cotton bud here, giving it a bit of a mix around. And then I can get some of that colour. What is it? It is a metallic polish, sheen and shimmering for highlighting crafty projects, and it is by the company Cosmic Shimmer. I'll leave a link if I can find one. I've had it a while now. So all I'm going to do, and this is great for anything to do with anyone wanting to be a bit more decadent and have some gold or silver, but we are using copper, but this could be rose gold. It's a coppery colour anyway. It's very beautiful. It could be any sort of paint that you've got that is metallic. And we just sort of smear that down the edge. It's a really nice way to show off your snippets of papers. And if you've got some vintage papers but you haven't got very much of something, it's quite nice to show a little bit of a dictionary. It would be great if there was a nice word there, but that's okay. We can add one. So I'm just going to embellish down the side here with this paint in this metallic colour. I'm going to cover myself in it at the same time. but you're just making sticks using the scripts, different language text scripts that you might have, junk papers, and any. Let's just smear some on there. Any digital kits that you might have, any papers from scrapbooking that are still lurking about the craft room. And if you've been tidying up recently, I did attempt to have a bit of a tidy up earlier and it didn't go well. I ended up sitting down on the floor, not getting anything done, but looking at my things and thinking, oh, this is good. And then realised that I wasn't making any videos. And now I'm very, very tired and I have missed the boat on anything more involved. So we are just having a very simple craft here. But sometimes the simple ideas are the most effective. All right, so now I've got that. And what I'm going to show you is an idea. Look at me. I've gilded. I'm gold gilded here. All right, I'm just going to show you a picture from a journal. You won't have seen this one because this is one that I made before I started the treasured page. Here is the idea. So it's something that I have put together a really long time ago, and it's so simple. So it is just this, but I have made them bigger here. Okay, and it's darker because it's got a bit of ink on, so we could put a bit of ink down there when this has dried in a second. But the idea is that it's a ticket holder, and this could be here or a belly band. It could be that way if we had orientated it that way. The idea is to not have it centered, it's to have it off-centered. So it could be there, it could be there. And from there you can add interesting pictures. So here we go, this is the idea. So they would go on a page, they could either go there, they could go there, they could go there or there. You can have them anywhere you like. Further down the page so it still allows you writing space. And perhaps we'll have it here so we can see the little hedgehog there. And for a nature journal, it's just really cool, especially if you've used some botanical images there. I think that's really great. So this is just one little idea that you really could use up some scraps and really enjoy doing that. Using some metallic paint if you've got anything. And if you haven't, you could just ink around it and maybe use a different colour. So maybe if you've got a green ink, you could bring in your green ink. If you've got a turquoise blue or a blue china one, that would be lovely. And just something a bit different just to hold in your tickets and the page, and to have a great little you could have matching ones over here, or you could have two, you could fan them out. I don't know, they're just fun, and these in themselves could have sentiments down the back. It could be a word. So they could be like sentiment sticks or fortune sticks, something like that. And then that go into a pocket and have them like that, all fanned out and be fun. Maybe they've got numbers on them. Maybe they mean something. Maybe they're memory sticks, something you want to keep and you don't want to forget. But yeah, just little fun ideas. You could make a whole bunch of these, decorate them any way you like. And as I said, you could add some stamps, things that, maybe they line up. Maybe there's a flower or a fussycut or something you can find, a label or a ticket, or keeping hold of any little tickets or things like that, any vintage ephemera that you might want to have kept if you've gone through things from your past and you found some old cinema tickets or whatever you want to dig out. It's quite a nice way to tuck them in, and you would stick them down there, and then that would give you a lovely little tuck area to keep things together. And also it could go across a journaling card as well. So if you've got a decorated journaling card, you could put one of these, or maybe even on a diagonal, and have things sticking into it, just as a fun little area to tuck things, keep things on the page, make a pocket, make a collage. But I think You'd just make it shorter to fit, wouldn't you, really? But there's definitely something appealing about that. I don't know what it is, but I love all the little snippets of paper that it draws your attention to, and also it uses up all the little bits as well. So that's the idea today. It's a little bit wishy-washy, I'm afraid, but I think the simplest ideas are often the best, particularly when you're feeling a little bit not sure what to do and you just want to have a go, because that then leads on to something else. So if you have maybe a cluster, you could put some of these and make a feature of it. So you could pull that out and then you have a sentiment or a word for the day. Maybe you make a whole bunch of them, and then these are the things that you put in the journal, like little tabs, or they could even overhang, couldn't they, on a page? So you would attach them there to the page like that, and it's an embellished wide tab. Nice little things that might want a little word. Let's see what we've got here. Just thinking what might fit in here so I can see that popping out. Hope, that's lovely. We want a bit of hope, don't we? So maybe that could come and live on here. And if I make it a bit shorter, then it'll definitely fit, and we can ink on that as well, just to... So I could put that on there. Okay, little hope sticks to just sort of the word then just blends in with it. So what else? What else have we got? Let's have love. Little bit of ink. I haven't even dip that in, that's just residual ink of whatever's left on that ink blending tool. So we're not even using ink, we're just using scraps today. I think the black one could look lovely as well, so I'm just going to clip the ends off there so it fits onto this word stick, let's call them. Ink a bit there just to blend that in. Let's have a look at these. So I'm really just saying thank you to everybody for all your support once again. I really am trying my best over here to get the channel to be a little bit more up together. There's quite a lot going on behind the scenes in my own home at the moment, with lots of noise and children off from school. It has not been an easy ride, and now I'm so hoping that with a better setup you'll be able to watch the videos without everything being so wonky or at the wrong distance and wrong volume. We're just working towards all of that, so I can't thank you enough for all of your support, and I just think these are fun and just a lovely little idea and will look great on a page. And you saw me make these in a previous video, so you could have them tucked into something like this where we made the little pocket, and you could have a whole selection of these. I've seen these being done before, but not quite like this, where they just so simply have come together, and it is just like that. It isn't anything more to think about, just a very simple idea, but really the whole main thing was to be a decorative piece, a calming piece, something that goes down the side of a page for you to then tuck into tickets and little snippets, little notes, maybe a folded note, just a little belly band, but a small one that could go across a journaling card or onto a page of a smaller journal, and be part of a series of words or something that you want to talk about. Perfect for Thanksgiving, perfect for the end of the year where maybe we want to have numbers or Advent, something for the children, bookmarks, that sort of thing. They could just even be completely stuck down and then something else put on the top, maybe a wispy bit of something. Or maybe they want to have a wax seal or something. You know, you could just play around, but something wants to go on there. I'm not too sure what. Maybe one of our lovely birds. They always look quite nice. So this sort of thing. So there's a couple of ideas. You could have it plain or embellish them as you see fit, or they could nip into a pocket here and be part of a page with a collection of them. And that is the little idea today. And if you would like to head over to the Ko-fi page, you'll find that we've got a digital kit up there at the moment with the birds, vintage birds, for you to fussy cut out and add to pockets and envelopes and embellish. They fit nicely onto a little envelope like that, onto journaling cards or part of a large cluster, and certainly lovely images there that you can add. We've got the beautiful swan, which I so love, and these are colourful birds from vintage, old vintage style. Okay guys, so that's up there. So I can't thank you enough, but if you would like to head over there, these are some very nice images that I've put together for you, and the colours have been altered to make a more vibrant style of journaling embellishment. Okay guys, so that's fussy cuts are available on my Ko-fi page. Have a look at the link below, and then you'll find that we've got some other bits there as well. I'll put things in the gallery, and you can have a go at making your little memory sticks and put them together like that. Perfect for the holidays and perfect for Happy Mail. Perfect for Happy Mail. Check down at the links below and you'll be able to find everything. There's a Linktree link. If you click on that, that's got everything. So you can see all the places where I'm trying to put myself at the moment. And hopefully when I've got a bit more time over the weekend, we can put together a journal and a mini journal and have a look at Traveller's Notebook style journals, all sorts coming up. We've got quite a bit coming up in November as well. And we'll work towards building a little journal for the autumn, just to take us through with some of these fun woodland ideas and memories and reflecting on the year and all that sort of wonderful thing, with the lovely images of autumn and woods and things like that. So that is where we're coming from, with some nice ephemera pieces, nothing too expensive, using up scraps and junk and all the things that we have to hand. Okay guys, so thank you very much for watching. Have a look at the digital kit that you'll be able to print out if you have got the ability to do so, and it's a thank you to those that have supported me so far on the journey of the treasured page, and I hope to bring you more inspiration and more ideas and more journal making. And if you haven't seen how to put together a journal, do please have a look at the playlist for journal bookmaking, okay? And you'll be able to see how I put together sort of various style of journals, and I always add to there every time that there's something that where I'm binding a book or any of those things. So journal bookmaking in the playlist will tell you how to put together a little journal, and we'll have a look at a Traveller's Notebook journal that's coming up, and also dyeing paper using fruit juice. Okay, that's coming up. Stay tuned and listen out for the podcast, and hopefully that'll be in better audio now. Thanks very much to all of my wonderful supporters, and everybody I've read out and everybody that I didn't read out, but you know who you are because I have already written to you in little lovely messages, and you've given me a thumbs up to say you've received it. So thank you ever so much from me here at the Treasured Page. To all of you, I hope you have a wonderful weekend ahead, and above everything else, guys, just slow down and make crafting time for you. Bye bye now.